Welcome to Cricket Captain 2024, where we are going to take South Africa from the nearly there to the undisputed champions. They've always been a good team, talented, competitive, full of promise, but they've never quite crossed the line when it matters most. South Africa's history is haunted by heartbreak, 5 ODI World Cup semi-finals and now a 2024 T20 runners-up medal. Always close, but never champions. They've been the team that falls short at the final hurdle so many times. But with our plan, we're going to go further. The goals: win the ICC Test World Championship, win the ODI World Cup, win the T20 World Cup, and rank number 1 across all 3 formats. With the right strategy, mental toughness, data, fearless approach, this rebuild will turn them from chokers to history makers. Let's get to work. So, ladies and gentlemen, South Africa rebuild is here. It went to the vote, and it was kind of a toss-up between South Africa and Sri Lanka, but South Africa's got the vote. If you've not seen it and your first time here, leave a like, subscribe. There is so much Cricket Captain content you're going to absolutely love. Just completed 50 years of the West Indies rebuild in Test cricket. It was monumental and well worth a watch. To assist in the rebuild, we're going to be using all the data. You can head across to www.buymeacoffee.com/leadinedgepub, sign up, and you get access to the Cricket Captain 2024 stat pack, which has got all the data we are going to use in this save. Allows you all the batting, all the bowling, all rounder, compare players, teams, rankings, player rankings, records, head-to-head, ELO rating system, and historical scorecards, all available to use, and we are going to be using it a lot in this series. Why, you ask? Well, this is going to be quite challenging. The West Indies season, the West Indies rebuild was all about Test cricket. Here, we're trying to do it across 3 different formats, which is quite complex in terms of getting your team nailed down. Plus, we actually get quite a lot of T20 data out of the game here because there's a domestic T20 competition, there's a provisional T20 competition, and then there's the South Africa SA20 competition, which is going on in real life at the moment. We've got the One Day Cup, we've got the First Class League. There's going to be so much stuff that we can look at in the upcoming episodes and try and work out who are the best players for this team. Now, setting a baseline for where you are, the West Indies, we started on 80 points, and spoiler alert, it was 50 episodes. If you go back and watch it, it's good, but we end up on more than 80 just. We're starting off in 3rd in Test cricket, 6th in ODI cricket, and 3rd in T20s. Now, T20s, we obviously made the World Cup final. ODIs, a little bit of a transition period, but all the stuff in ODI cricket, all the bilateral stuff, it just doesn't really matter anymore, does it? It's all about what comes to the crunch when you play the World Cup. How do you perform? That's all that matters. And using all this data, we're going to be able to use our sliders. We're going to be able to pick guys with great economy rates, with great strike rates. We're going to be able to do the same for the batting. We're going to be able to identify wonderful players across all the formats using everything at our hands. It is going to be an absolute blast. Like I said, leave a like. I never ask for a like on a video, but you guys always give it. Comment below. The big question, the big cheese. How many episodes is this going to take to cross off all 6 achievements? I dread to think how old I am going to be when we finish this. But ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in. We have got cricket coming up. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to get through a full international calendar in 1 episode because it's 3 formats. That's a lot of games. The England one we got through pretty much like half and half, so 2 years for every season. But we are going to be incredibly playing against the West Indies first up. There's a thing. Then we go to the T20 World Cup, which on the England rebuild that we did was an incredible effort. Then we go to Ireland. So we've actually got quite a lot of white ball cricket to start us off before we play the West Indies in Test cricket, West Indies in ODI cricket. Bit of Bangladesh going on. Towards the end of the year we play Sri Lanka. Then we play Pakistan in 3 different formats. And then we've got an ODI tournament. So plenty to play for. World Test Championship was sat in 7th. Now this is part of the current World Test Championship where South Africa have made it to the final and are going to play against Australia. So interesting to see if we can match their current form. I think the thing to take away is in terms of home performance, South Africa are a beast. They play on these bowler-friendly tracks. They've got a great attack, and they really make it pay. With only with only India getting a result away from them the last time they played there. Away from home is very much a different story. But then we get into the white ball cricket, and these bilateral series just don't quite mean the same sort of gig. So let's go, West Indies. And just for clarification, when it comes to the world ratings, you've got to be number 1 at the end of the calendar year to get the achievement. Is it too late for Imran to? I should just bring him in for the celebration. Okay, so I feel like we've got a pretty talented lineup going on here. It's just how you piece it all together. So no major surprises coming from the lineup. David Miller's out injured for 12 days, but we've got Tkot Markram, Van der Dusen, Stubbs, Tender Bavuma's there, Henrik Klaassen, Jansen, Maharaj, Rabada, Coetzee and Nortje. I always want to say Nortje, but obviously not. Nortje. Let's see how much I change that. So the things that I'm thinking about at the moment. One, Ngiddy's got a really high economy rate in T20 international cricket. Let's just look at T20s overall. An 8.27. We've got Coetzee 8.18. So I'm probably quite happy with that. I'm probably going to do that. Give Rabada and Nortje the new ball. We've got Marco Jansen, his left arm, swinging it back in. Don't know if it means anything on the game, though. Am I happy with it? I'd like to get Dewald Brevis in. And I think the change I'm looking at is Bavuma as a possibility. One thing I would say is we're lacking a little bit of strike rate at the top. There's no like 140s, 150s. We've got Klaassen and Stubbs at 150s, which probably means that's a better... Look at me, just completely changing the team. Could go with Klaassen as captain. That makes a statement, doesn't it? Get rid of Bavuma the very first game. Brevis coming in at 6. I feel that's probably better. But let's do it. Let's try it. I'm all about trying to win competitions. We've got 6 key goals. Can we go do it against our former love child of the West End? Don't know why they're a love child, but here we go. The conditions look perfect. Weather's good. It's just a case of how many runs can we go and score. We are going to win the toss. We're going to have a bowl while it's slightly overcast. Took a while, but Rabada has got the first wicket of the series. So they get 39 off the power play. Pretty happy with that. Rabada going at 5s. Nortje at 7.67. Absolute calamitous. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Coetzee gets a wicket, and then there's a run out. 142 is the score. We get 4 from Maharaj. 34 years old. It is going to be a problem, but we don't need it a lot. All we've got to do is tick off the T20 achievements pretty quickly, win the World Cup, and we might go home feeling rosy about it. But 34 years old, he puts in a wonderful performance with the ball. Rabada was very good. Coetzee and Marco Jansen slightly disappointed. Guys were coming in and getting going pretty quick off them. We need 143. Get home with 7 balls to spare. It's 88 not out from Rassie van der Dusen. 35 years old. You can see there's a little bit of a theme going on here around some of the guys in the team. We could have a bit of an ageing problem going on. Tristan Stubbs 33 off 32. Quite an un-Tristan Stubbs sort of innings. But we get across the line. Get the first dub. It's not a great score. It's probably about an average sort of score on the game, 156. We got inserted, slightly overcast. Struggled to get going. Markram going at less than a run a ball. Stubbs, that's not Stubbs, is it? A 33 at 100 strike rate, a 35 at 100 strike rate. Not a great place to be. We do get something from Dewald Brevis and Henrik Klaassen, but we're potentially up against it here. They need less than 8 and over. Bit overcast. Need some early wickets. Or we could just go for 22 in the first over. Bit of trouble here. They're going at 10s. We got 3 wickets in over from Rabada, but we desperately need to get 3 quick wickets again. We've slowed them down a bit. 92 for 4 now. Jansen gets Powell. 6 off 6. Maharaj has just got 3 in and over. 3 for 24 he's going to finish with. And he didn't bowl that well until that over. It's all going off. 6 off 6. 2 wickets to go. Rabada with the ball full and fast. Rabada into Shepherd. Played and missed. It's what we need. We need more than a runner ball. It's down the ground. It's straight at Rabada. He's got a wicket. The collapse is quite incredible. They've gone from 149 for 5 to 151 for 9. 6 off 4, 1 wicket to go. Rabada into Moti, edged away. Is there a field? He's there. What a comeback victory. Rabada finishes with 5 for 39. Maharaj set it up. I cannot tell you how far behind this game we were. They were absolutely cruising on top of this game all the way through, and then we phone number them. Wicket, 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 wicket. 5 wickets in 9 balls. We win the game, we win the series. Also, if anyone's seen the real Quinton de Kock, please send him back because he's got a strike rate of 78 at the moment. We're batting, 3rd game. Oh my days, he's gone in the very first over. We've got out of jail a bit. We've given ourselves a chance. Van der Dusen with another 50. Just enjoying some really nice form and going, hey, remember me? We were in a mess here. 4 for 35. Joseph, he went through us a little bit here. Holder, he joined in the fun. But Klaassen, Janssen gave us a little bit of something. We've got 156 to win, 7.8 and over, pretty much just like the last game. We've got an opportunity. We need better from Rabada up top though, because he went at 13s in the last power play. And he's listening. Very first ball of the innings, we've got Brandon King. Next over that he bowls, he's got Myers as well. As we finish 55 for 6. Sorry, 55 or 6 overs, 2 wickets down, 7.2 and over to go. I'd say it's advantage West Indies. Courtesy 5 for 16. Best bowling. We bowl them out for 125. Again, they were on top. But Courtesy comes in 5 for 16. Takes out pretty much the entire middle order. Maharaj again superb. A 2.75 economy rate for him. We sweep the West Indies 3-0 leading into the T20 World Cup. It's a hell of a place to be. What isn't a hell of a place to be is our batting lineup. There's not a lot to lie about this. Tristan Stubbs, second most amount of runs, 97 strike rate. Markham with a 118 strike rate. De Kock 70, average 4. But with the ball, we had some studs here. Courtesy 7 wickets at 12. Rabada 9 at 9. Maharaj 9 at 6. Economy rates were very good except Marco Janssen. It does help with the world ratings. It means we're on 112 points, which means if we can go on and win the World Cup, we are probably going to be number 1. Got to say, with the bat, we did outperform the West Indies here. We had a much higher average, higher balls per out, 9 plus in the strike rate. Our balls per boundary was almost a ball less. And with the ball, we averaged 14, they averaged 23. Our strike rate with the ball was 11. Economy 7.3. That's a hell of an effort. So World Cup time. We've been drawn in the group with Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Netherlands, Nepal. Now, I am not adverse to getting turned over by Nepal or Netherlands or Bangladesh here. But first things first, let's get ourselves into the Super 8s. And there's one change to the team. Brevis is coming out. Bavuma's come out of the squad altogether. So look at us making sweeping changes. It's going to be this guy, Donovan Ferreira, 25 years old, 158 strike rate, current year a 173 strike rate. Just spent some time, I think this is Northants we're looking at, but I'm sure I was watching him in the blast, 153 strike rate there. Looks a hell of a player to me in real life, so we're going to go with him at 6. It's the World Cup, and we're also starting off with the biggest game in the group against Sri Lanka. On a pitch that is, it's just all about the seam, baby. 150, it's not a bad score. Obviously, Pathum Nissanka goes and scores some runs because he does that on this game. He's wonderful. Kusal Mendes, he got 22. But then there was a little bit of frustration towards the end. I felt like we bowled really well, but everyone went over except, incredibly, Maharaj in the overcast conditions came on 3.5 and over. There was just a little bit too much in the last over, a 4 or 6. The over before that, 6 and a 4. It's going to happen, but I was hoping we'd keep them down slightly lower. It's going to be 7.5 and over. Quinton de Kock, Aidan Markram, lost by 9. We've got a problem here. Hasaranga with 4. 21 years old, Wellalegi, that's a pronunciation and a half. He got 4. Klaassen, Ferreira, Janssen, Maharaj, we lost wickets at a rate of knots. 123, 123, 123. 3 wickets went down there. We're in a little bit of a world of hurt now. We've got to win our remaining games. And we get the Netherlands on a pretty reasonable pitch. But what's not reasonable is our batting lineup. Tristan Stubbs with a 1.09. I'm actually going to push him down the order. I look at him as a high strike rate guy. There is a train of thought where you have your high strike rate guys at the top, but we're just not quite clicking yet. Quinton de Kock also averaging 8 with a 94 strike rate is a massive, massive concern. Much better. 207 for 4. We get runs from Quinton de Kock at a 154 strike rate. I'm going to take that. Markram at 136. Sedders up well. Klassen moves at 244 strike rate for him. Love to see it. We win pretty easy without being good, actually, because they got 160 here, which is a decent return. Singh with 50 off 32. Edwards 49 off 33 look pretty good. Yeah, Janssen going at 11.75 to me is a large concern. Also, when you start throwing into the mixer that Nepal have got a plus 5.09 net run rate by smashing Netherlands. They scored 224 and bowled them out for 122. 148 for 8. So no team's really getting away from us. Hiradoi, exceptional player on the game. 36 off 20. He started to look like he could do something special before he ran himself out. We had another good performance from Nortiger, and he's actually bowling quite incredible at the moment. He's in wonderful form. Janssen again going at over 10s. Maybe it's a case I'm not bowling in the right place and he should be taking the new ball. We are going to be going out the World Cup. We lose by 17. And again, it's poor batting. Van der Dusen 22 off 28. It's not very good. We desperately need to rethink about what we're doing, because at the moment it's not working. We're hurting. Maybe a bit of reprieve against Nepal, but whatever we do, we've got to smash him, bro. 123, 4 for Janssen. I'm going to take a bit of that. Okay, we knock him off in 13 overs as well. That's a big win for us. De Kock 68 off 43. Now he's had 2 knocks for us. One against Netherlands, one against Nepal. He also got 100 in the IPL. But nothing in the games in between. It is a big win. It means that our 4 games, we're 2-2 with a 0.95 net run rate. Bangladesh have still to play. Nepal still to play. Who have Bangladesh got? Bangladesh, Nepal. If Bangladesh win, we're out. Nepal's beat Bangladesh by 49 runs. How on earth have they managed that? What a victory. 190 for 4. Malago's big with 82. Oh man, they needed that. Oh man, we needed that. We somehow scraped through into the Super 8s. From a calamitous point of view, that was. Like, it couldn't have gone. Could have gone worse. But net run rate saved us. That big win against Nepal got us in by 0.08 net run rate. The groups are set. Group 1, Ireland, England, Uganda, Sri Lanka. And then we've got New Zealand, Australia, Pakistan. 3 huge games for us. We've got no batting lineup. We've got no fans. But we've got an opportunity to do something great here. Marco Janssen going at 10s is a massive concern for us. 9.34 to be precise. 9 wickets. Strike rate of 18. That's not working. Now, Nortiger's got a strike rate of 26, but goes at 6.67. So I'm going to make that change. I'm going to live by it. I'm going to die by it. Rabada and Janssen. I'm hopefully going to get something exceptional during the power play. Some early wickets against a talented Australian team. One of the great Australian teams, really, if we think over the last 5 years, what they've managed to win and what they've been able to achieve. But we've got to put some runs on the board to get it done. It's not many. It's 146 and it's 146 all out. Stark, 4 for 21. De Kock, Markram, Van der Dusen, nothing. Klassen, nothing. Stubbs, less than a run a ball. It was only Ferreira that scored 38 off 21, and we got a couple of 6s from Rabada down the order. It is a good batting wicket. It's going to take something special. 56 for 3 off 6, so they're in control. They only need 6.5, but we did get some wickets. What an over. Markram had 1 off 8. He now sits on 94 off 49, and he's just hit 4 6s in the over. He ends on 98 not out because we absolutely fluff our lines to finish the innings. That is as poor a finish as you could see. We score 10, 11 runs off the final 12 balls and concede 5 wickets. Shabad Khan with a hat-trick as well. But Markram, look at the increase. He's on nothing there. Nothing. And then he goes. 9 sixes. He shares a good partnership with Klassen. They put on 141. First ball, Rabada gets Babar Azam. He skies one. We've got a man out. Charging back. He takes the grab. And Nokia, first ball that he bowls, he gets the dangerous Mohammad Rizwan. What a power play. 25 for 2 off 6. It's tight. 25 to win off the final 18 deliveries. Shabad Khan, having won for the ages, gets a hat-trick. Now he's 28 not out, trying to win them the game. We need 3 wickets. Oh my days, it's a disaster. Nokia goes for 3 sixes in the over. Maharaj gets a wicket. We need 2. Oh my days, this might be the biggest come from behind victory of all time. They need 2 runs to win. Maharaj has taken 2 wickets in 2 deliveries. Ooh, 2 to win. 1 wicket to win. Oh, is there a little touch on that? They've got... This is the most amazing victory. Maharaj gets it done. He finishes with 5 for 26. We have got no right to win that game of cricket. We take the last 3 wickets with 2 runs to win for 0 runs. That is incredible. 2 huge overs really helped them. But it puts us in the conversation to go through. What have we got to do to go through? Oh, we've got a problem here. Our net run rate is terrible. Australia's and New Zealand's is great. We need to thrash them. Great start. 70 off the first 6. And we finish on 205. That's a great score. Markram, 73. He's actually finished this competition quite well. 98, 73, 68. It's not been all bad. Van der Dusen with a slowish 50. Klassen with a well-made 43 as well. We do win by 34. And we give them a pretty decent pasting here. Again, Maharaj, outstanding 3 for 21. The form is outrageous. He's not gone for over 40 in an innings once. The most is 28. He's bowling 4 overs a game. We pick up the win, and it's not enough to get through. We go out in the Super 8s on net run rate. And Sri Lanka go on and win the World Cup by 5 wickets. England could only muster 157. And it's Mendes and Kamindu Mendes, what a player that guy is. Sam Curran playing in the World Cup final. Let that sink in. Does mean world rating wise, it's actually been quite good for us. We're on 107 points in second. Okay, I've just worked out the split. Generally what we're going to get is we're going to do the away series in 1 episode, because we've got a lot of away series. And then we've got Bangladesh at home, Sri Lanka at home, Pakistan at home, an ODI tournament before the Champions Trophy in episode 2. So we start off with 3 one-dayers against Ireland. So we've got 3 one-dayers, 3 T20s, before a little bit of test cricket before the end of the episode. This may look like a really poorly balanced team, but I am at the same time quite excited about what it might be able to do. Van der Dusen's going to open up with Markram. Then we're going for Jean du Plessis, exceptionally South African name. 950s, 900s. 25 years old in first class cricket. One day cricket, 4 and 4. 77 strike rate, 42 average. Looks exceptional. His second team one day average is 81, which is the best in the country. He looks like he could be a very good player. And the next guy we've gone for is Dean Forrester. 62 average with the bat, 36 average with the ball. We look at his one day second team stuff, 27 average with ball, 61 with the bat. So he's a better batter than Klassen, and as a bowler he's not on the same level as the others. So I'm really happy with those numbers. 73 average in second team cricket, in first class cricket, and 31 with the ball. I'm happy with what he is, who he is, and what he's going to bring to this team. We've got heaps of options here, particularly around the ball. We've got Wiam Mulder chomping at the bit to come in. I quite enjoyed watching him play when he was at Leicestershire. Got Nokia who could come in as well, and we've got Ferreira who could come into the lineup as well. Interested to see what becomes of Tristan Stubbs. I've seen him on the last version of the game, 2023, be incredible. Then I've also seen him be pretty poor. Also, quite a bit in the wicket for Maharaj here. Going up against Ireland, got to find a way to get a win and get off to a good start in ODI cricket. We don't want to start slipping down the rankings. Actually, a decent score from Ireland here. They batted well. Balboni scores in the 80s, Tucker with 30, Cummins with 39. There's just knocks all the way around. Maharaj goes at 4.4. He's just that sort of bowler, isn't he? Coetzee came back on second spell. He managed to pick up a couple of wickets. There was control throughout, except Forrester, who went at 8.2. But it is 258 to win. The pitch looks very, very reasonable. Predictor likes us a lot. But in the very first over, Van der Dusen has gone. And on debut, du Plessis has gone in the power play as well. We are stalling. Tristan Stubbs is living up to what my expectation of this series is going to be. 26 for 3 at the power play. We need 8.8 and over for the last 9 overs with 3 wickets left. We lose by 37. What a way to start the ODI campaign. Nothing from the top. Markram 51. Okay, he held us together strong. But Stubbs, I don't think, is going to be a number 4 for us. Clarkson, I think, can actually move up, move Stubbs down. Forrester 47 or 57 I liked as well. We just don't want to get pulled into this end of the table. We want to be 90 and above, leading towards 100. It's not convincing, but it is a win. We're underway. Rabada with 4, Coetzee with 3. Economy rates immaculate throughout. We did have the better of the conditions. It was slightly overcast here. George Dockrell, a little bit of pain in the bum, but we knock off 148 for 4. We cruise it. We don't try and accelerate. We get a 50 from Forrester. First one for him. 25 for Stubbs. Have we found a role for him in this lineup? The other thing is when you're playing 3 formats, you don't obviously play the game 24 hours a day. By the time you come back to your save, you forgot who you had at number 6 in your one-day lineup. Also quite impressed. I know we're only playing against Ireland, but bowling attack looks very reasonable. Maharaj as well. Ngidi, 4 wickets at 14, 3.69 economy rate is exceptional. A lot more spin in the wicket this time. That is more like it. We score 330, 92 from Van der Dusen, 82 from Jean du Plessis. Really happy. Well, he's apparently French. French South African, but it's French sounding name. Maybe my French accent isn't that good. Forrester with another 50. Stubbs with 50. I feel like this top 6, I'm going to take a picture, is more like what it needs to be. Okay, so after a little bit of stalling, we get home, we pick up another series win. Okay, we're undefeated in series, 3-0 against West Indies in T20s, and we beat Ireland. Doesn't make us a good team. It gives us an opportunity to work out who we are. Ngidi with 4, Maharaj with 4 as well. I'm going to take it. I think that's a reasonable series for us. What do we like? We found a role for Stubbs. We bought Forrester in. He looks pretty decent. Van der Dusen averaged 45 opening the batting. Du Plessis got a score. I'm going to take a score over anything in the bowling attack. Looks very, very reasonable. Okay, slight change to the team for the T20 series. We've got rid of Quinton de Kock. Gone in real life. Gone on this game as well. Forrester, well, this is his second team record. He averages 46. He's got a 143 strike rate. I know the strike rate isn't these guys, but the average and the package combined is quite reasonable. So I wonder whether we try and play that sort of anchor role, hold some wickets back and accelerate towards the end. That's the current thought process. I'm going to go with Janssen with the ball and Giddy taking the old ball with Coetzee and Nokia dropping to the bench. It's not quite the change I was expecting to make, but it's one again, you've got plenty of time to tinker to work out where you want people in your lineup. We're going to have a bat. Chai latte finished. Let's roll. He's still drinking his chai latte. Lose by 3 wickets. Okay. So batting was okay. We lost wickets early, but Forrester 70 off 52 gave us control, 134 strike rate, all over that. Unfortunately, him back-to-back with Clarkson created a little bit of a blockage for us, unfortunately. And then with the ball, we just weren't good enough with it. Coetzee went at 13.57. I've definitely not quite got the bowling lineup right. So we're going to go with Coetzee with the new ball and see what happens there. Most career 20 international wickets, South Africa. Rabada, 186. We're in danger of losing the series here. Paul Sterling plays a Paul Sterling-esque knot with a 216 strike rate for his 78. There's chip-ins all the way down, but we do kind of pull this back just a little bit from the monumental climb it was on. With the ball, we went round the park, but we did find 4 overs from Forrester to fill in. He went at 7.5, Maharaj at 6.5, so We've given ourselves some sort of opportunity here. Actually, we've only got 38 off the first 6 and we need 10.6 and over. Markram's got a ton, 47 balls, and he's just blitzed 3 6s in a row. We've got it down to 37 off 24. Lose, 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 lose. Oh my days. Unless this last ball goes for 6. No, it's 4. Lose by a run. That's frustrating because we were looking like we were on top, and then this over from Mark Adair, wicket ... wicket. Completely ruined all the good work that Markram had done. Klaasen, Stubbs, Ferreira, Jansen, nothing. Get the brush out. We've been swept. 159 for 7. We're 5 for 60. Top order blown away. Marco Jansen, 48 of 28, is the only one that gives us anything. But then, unfortunately, with the ball, he's a walking calamitous T20 mess at the moment, going at almost 9 and over for us. Bowlers all over the place. We have been smashed by Ireland. Who was it that was saying, hey, we might be able to pip the number 1 slot in T20 cricket this time? Okay, bit of test cricket to wet your whistle. 2 test matches against West Indies. Question is, what pitch do they give us? They give us an absolute road. We're going Rabada and Giddy, Maharaj, Nortje, Jansen with the ball. With the bat, Markram, De Zorzi, Van Tonder, Bavuma, Beddingham, Varane. Bit of a Nottinghamshire connection going on between Beddingham and Varane. Beddingham plied his trade at Plumtree in the Nottinghamshire League for a while. Varane obviously played for Notts last year. I don't think it's a great lineup. I really don't. And we're going to bowl on a road. It's a great start though, 190 all out. Shai Hope batted really well for 73. So did Chanderpaul, but got out just before lunch. But 4 for Maharaj. He rolls through the back end of the innings. Seamer's got it done. Put us in a great position on this wicket. Fast outfield, great pace, great bounce, great light, great weather. Great time to bat, surely. Yeah, good position to be in this 2-5-3 lead. We get 100 from Reynard Van Tonder. What a knock. First century for him, 3 test matches down into his career now. Career average of 42 in first class cricket. Really happy with that. 73 from Bavuma. David Beddingham, wonderful player in the county championship. So great to see him doing well in test cricket in real life. Shamar Joseph, 6 for 142 as well. We do it. An innings and 5 runs. 248. Chanderpaul with a well-made 83. Holder with 48. Remember, Holder's got a testable century to his name. So he's a very, very good batter. Ngidi 4, Jansen 3. Too good for them. I would hope we're too good for them for 2 test matches. But I haven't come away going, hey, we've got a really good team here yet. I'm concerned about this top 6. De Zorzi, Van Tonder, I know he just scored a century. Bavuma, which is 35. It's not all that. They might go and win the Test World Championship in real life. But they're not all that according to me. 28, it's not a lot. But it could be enough. 117 for Markram. 29 years old now. It feels like he's been around forever. Test match average. Scored some runs as of late. Scoring runs on the game. So pretty happy with what he's doing. Bavuma with 70. Beddingham 67. It's good enough, isn't it? It's good enough to give us a shot. And look at the pitch. Maharaj licking his lips. 55 run lead. Shai Hope with runs again. 92. Bit from Chanderpaul. You can see the problems that we had when we started the West Indies save, can't you? It's light. Very light on batting. It's game on. 334 to win. We're cruising here at 4 for 234 to 278 all out. Shamar Joseph takes 4 wickets in a spell, blows away the middle and back order, and all of a sudden West Indies have got a sniff. Uneven bounce, turning pitch. I still fancy us. We do it, win by 121. We get 4 for 29 from Maharaj, 2 for Rabada, 2 for Ngidi. We don't really give them a chance. We've got them 2 for 5. Roston Chase 50. Kyle Myers 50. Guys who didn't play significant roles in our rebuild for the West Indies. They hold on a little bit, but we get a win. Bavuma average 70. Van Tonder and Markram, all very good. 38 from Beddingham. I'll take that over the course of his career. Question marks for Varane averaging 20, De Zorzi averaging 26. I think we need to find some replacements somewhere along the line there. Maharaj averaging 9 is game fault like, but Nortje averaging 56 is a little bit of a concern. Does mean 110 points is a really good place to be in the Test World ratings, and also back up to a 500 or 50% points in the Test World Championship. Okay, 3 1-dayers. We're going to go with the same lineup. You know, when I was trying to work out where everyone bats. Stubbs down to 6. Going to stick with the same bowling attack. We've only played Ireland, so we haven't got a lot of data to go off at the moment. Good score, 320. Clarkson with 94 off 69. That's a great knock. Du Plessis, 75 off 61. We get 121 from Markram and Van der Dusen. Van der Dusen scores 80. We've taken him to the cleaners there. That is a hell of a score. We got great batting conditions. Hopefully, a couple of early wickets, we can get through them. Shy Hope's the big one for us. 43 for none after 10. No wickets. That's tight. They score 300. I thought we were doing pretty well here. Picking up wickets. Pooran batted really well for them. Scored 77. Rodman Powell scoring in. Blitz 35. Maharaj took the brunt of it. He went to 8.56. But we got 5 from Courtesy. Particularly the second spell got through the back end of the innings. Really nice for us. The run rates, well, they were in front. Lose by 9 wickets. 125 all out. We got absolutely blitzed. What a mess that was. Takes it to the decider. Got to change whether decider. We want to make any changes to this team. I've got to believe that Markram's going to come good. Van der Dusen's doing well. Du Plessis averaging 38. 49 from Clarkson. 40 there. 117 from Stubbs since he moved to 6. So I think you've just got to believe in Joe Hendry and believe in these guys that they're going to do enough to get us across the line. Get out of jail card. Yep, I'm just going to use that here. We're struggling. 3 for 100. 55 from Van der Dusen off 55 balls. But then Clarkson and Forrester put on a clinic. 204 they put on. Forrester 99 off 87. He is averaging 52 from his first 6 games with 350s. I like that. Clarkson with a century to go with his 94 that he scored. Absolute legend. 33 years old. I think we've put together a really good performance there. The pitch is good for batting, so it's not over yet. And the weight is too much for the West Indies. We bowl well as well. Rabada and Janssen. We only picked up 1 in the power play. We're a bit wicket light in the power play at the moment, and I firmly believe the wickets in the power play is going to win you the game. So a little bit disappointed, but Ngidi 4 for 31. Superb. It's another series win, which again is a nice feeling. 229 runs from Clarkson. Absolute legendary performance from him. We average over 40 from Du Plessis at 3. He seems to have slotted in and seems to be enjoying life there. Forrester averaging 37 is real nice as well. With the ball, is there any concerns there? Maharaj had an off series, but I think that's quite a reasonable performance. Puts us up to 91 points as we go to the final series of the episode where we play against Bangladesh away. 2 test matches. Big test matches for us as well, to be honest, because Test World rankings, we can't afford to slip up, and our away record is abysmal. Drew with Bangladesh last time in 2015 away from home, but also here. Couple of wins in here, and we start to be having conversations about trying to get into here. It's one of those things, when you're saying words like here, it's a really good job it's not a podcast. There is this guy, Jordan Herman. 22 years old. He's averaging 50. 3 centuries to his name. I think we need to see a bit more data from him before we start making plays like that. Could be a little bit of a banana peel series this. They've done us dirty before, Bangladesh. And we've got a spinner's wicket. So there's going to be a lot of work for Maharaj. We've only got, we have Pete, who averages 39 in Test cricket in the squad. So I'm not really interested in that. Bavuma back up to 4, Van Tonder at 3, De Souza. There's a lot of inexperience. Look at the test match career. 1, 6, 4, 6. There's only 2 players in the top 6 with any sort of experience. The way we win here is our bowling attack. 5 stars, 4.5 stars. We're bowling first. I've got my team wrong because I've only got 4 bowlers. I've got Tristan Stubbs in instead of one of my bowlers. First mistake of the series. Okay, 327. It's Hiradoi, 136. Great player on the game. He scores a chanceless, pretty much, 136. Outside of that, they've done well to get to 327. Just little bits of chipping in with Shakib Al Hassan with 34. Same with 22. Taman Iqbal still opening for them. He scores 31. With the ball, we asked a lot. Maharaj bowled 31 overs straight through multiple sessions and did a very reasonable job. And Giddy mopped up the tail. That's slightly disappointing actually. 16-run lead, and we were cruising at 4 for 300 and 343 all out. Taijul Islam, he picks up 5 bowling his slow left armers. Hassan with 3. We got runs from the top. Markram, Dsorzi, Vantonda, Bavuma all batted really well. It's just the back end of the innings fell away, and when it fell really quick. But that can happen on average bounce, turning wickets. We've got to put in a solid performance here. Kagiso Rabada listening first over, thank you. And then Giddy, wow, nice to see you're involved. Good performance, 204 all out. Rabada with 5 as well. He was bossing it up top. He bossed it towards the back end. I'm happy with this. They score at a decent rate, 3.5 and over, but 189 to win. It is sharp turn. They've got about 8 spinners, and the predictor likes us about 75%. As we managed to walk away to a nice easy victory by 7 wickets in the end. Markram with a nice made 70. Overall, I'm pretty happy with that because top order batted well in the first innings and second innings. They batted well enough to get us across the line. But our gold point is going to be this bowling attack, and it's going to have these moments where it can just win us test matches. No Tristan Stubbs in this game. Actually drops us down slightly. 279. They get a bit of a hero's knock here. Rahim with 106 off 197. Absolute chanceless innings for the 36-year-old. Scoring test match century number 11, average of 37 is pretty good for a Bangladeshi player. It's not a condescending comment, that's just going against the average of that team. You're pretty good. I thought Rabada was exceptional again, but that's what you expect from one of the bowlers with one of the greatest strike rates in the history of Test cricket. 49-run lead, thanks to Temba Bavuma. 34-year-old, his form is exceptional for us. We're very, very lucky to have him still in this team. 50 for Rain, that was nice to see him, and 50 for Van Tonda. Pitch is starting to wear and starting to turn, but it does look pretty good conditions weather-wise for a couple of days. Also looks pretty good for Rabada getting a wicket in the first over again. Can't believe it. Everything's looking good and coming up Millhouse, and you're starting to think there's an opportunity here to go to the final of the Test World Championship. Just keep winning. And then Bangladesh put on 554 for 6 on a turning wicket. Maharaj, none for 91. Rabada, 4 for 94. Mushifaka, there's a butcher. 36 years old, Rahim, goes and scores 213. Not a career best, but an incredible knock. Shakib Al Hassan, 37 years old, goes and scores 136. Mahedi Hassan scores 60 odd. And all of a sudden, they've put on 410 runs for 1 wicket going down, or 2 wickets going down. And now we need 506. We can't write it. Yeah, we've been hammered by 267. We get 100 from Dsorzi. But that was incredible. Our all-singing, all-dancing bowling attack has been put to the sword. We've been smashed all around. Nokia averaged 99, Maharaj 88, Janssen 43. I'm not happy with Janssen. Just going to put it out there. Wonderful cricketer. Hopefully he grows on the game. But his averages across all formats are very lacklustre. If it wasn't for Rabada, we probably would have lost the whole series. Bavuma was wonderful. Dsorzi was great. But we do have some problems with the batting. Does mean 105 points is not the prettiest place to be, and a 4-4 record in the Test World Championship again is not where we want to be. But we do have heaps of cricket coming up next episode. We've got a home series against Sri Lanka. Win both of those, are in contention for the Test World Championship. We've got Pakistan at home. Win those 2, we're in contention. Plus 1 day series. We've got an ODI tournament before finishing with the Champions Trophy. That has taken me a long time to record, so it's going to be half a season, away series and then to the home series each time, so 2 episodes per season. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want the County Cricket Stats Pack, you can sign up at the Buy Me a Coffee link below. Subscribe if you're brand new. Check out the other series on the channel as well. Whatever we can do to keep growing this channel is awesome. I love playing this game, and you guys love the West Indies series, so I hope this continues that same vein of form. Thank you. We'll see you soon.